Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu rasulillah, sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Your brother Gabriel Romani again for mytaskia.com. We are talking about the effects of porn and how we can counter them. We have an amazing project. Please check out the description. Help and support this product, this project, this amazing endeavor. It's a huge fight, a worldwide fight against this pandemic, which is pornography, which has destroyed the lives of many Muslims from the Ummah of Muhammad ﷺ and destroyed many marriages, has made the Ummah weak. The question comes today from a brother, I believe, who says, how do I, obviously from a brother, I never know these days, huh? How do I stop objectifying women? When I see them on the street, all I can do is think of them as objects because of the porn that I've been addicted to. All I can think of is just porn. Just, they're just objects. That's it. Indeed, one of the outcomes of pornography and this industry is that you objectify. Not only men objectifying women, women objectifying men as well, and other women as well, as we see the rise of homosexuality and lesbianism due to porn. So how can I stop it? Well, first and foremost, I think something that I talk about quite a lot is what is a woman and what is a man in my other videos. What is the definition of a woman and what is the definition of a man? Is the definition of a man only, for example, a provider and just a pleasure thing? Is the definition of a woman just a woman that she'll have your children and you just get your pleasure from her? Indeed, we see that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that وَلَقَدْ كَرَّمْنَا بَنِي آدَمَ. Allah has honored Bani Adam, the sons and daughters of Adam. So number one, a woman has honor. A man has honor. A woman has honor. So a woman is not just a sexual object. Yes, indeed, the first thing that becomes halal from intimacy, from the nikah, is intimacy. Is one of the most important things. It is the energy that drives and gives life by the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, no doubt about it. But can you just say, okay, she's a piece of meat? A'udhu billah. But that's how many men look at women today. They go on the street, because they've been conditioned to understand everything, the size, this, that, from what they're watching from this porn. Every time they see a woman, it's just about their brain is triggered and it focuses on the certain parts of a woman and just feel like they just want to get intimate. Forget about knowing her name, forget about knowing where she's from, age, forget about asking her to date. Of course, all these things, within haram I'm talking about. Forget about anything, or in the halal to say, well, maybe let me get to know your wali and let me maybe propose to you for marriage. Forget about any of this. It's just straight for the kill. Because your mind isn't programmed. What's in porn? Boy meets girl or whoever. And then they talk a little bit, and then they just get straight to the tuck. And your brain sees that over and over and over and over again. And what do you think is going to come out? That's exactly what's going to come out. The first time you see a female, boom, objectification. A piece of meat, just something to be, given intimacy. That's it, pleasure, a pleasure object. So know that a woman is beyond that. A woman is, think about the woman as a mother, as a sister, as a daughter, as a wife, as someone that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given rules and regulations to, accountability. There's such a huge value for women in the ummah, for those who carry the future, the children, the tarbiyah, the development of human souls. This is what it is. It's not just a'udhu billah, a piece of meat. A woman is so much more valuable in the sight of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And funny thing is, that as much as our sister today, or our sisters, are trying to seek liberalism, which started this whole homosexuality and LGBTQ, plus it started this whole issue of pornography and the disgusting trend of just looseness and immorality, which is praised today as being free or freedom. It's funny that our own sisters are fighting for this thing. They are fighting the traditional Islam. They are fighting the Quran and the Sunnah, saying that it's misogynistic or misinterpreted by men, while they themselves are suffering by this objectification that's done by the same system that, they're trying to support, right? So it's just very, very strange that this happens. Again, I'm not blaming women for this problem only, but indeed there's a share of blame there that has to be taken. Allah tells you, wear hijab, have modesty, protect yourself, don't date, don't do all these things on social media. They say, nah, we don't want that. We're free. Who says so? You Muslim male scholars say so. You try to make us like this and like that. We're free. Islam is in line with feminism and giving women freedom. Well, look at the freedom, what it brought you. The same system that was brought to destroy you is the system that provides pornography that you're complaining against, that you're being objectified. If women even complain today from being objectified. Some women just don't care anymore. So remember, a woman is more than that, so much more. And it's in line with the deen. I would say just the fact that she is the one that continues, harbors, nurtures the future of this ummah is enough for her to gain the highest respect in the eyes of men. But it's these kind of systems of feminism, liberalism, LGBTQ that destroy the traditional, prophetic, divine model that's been given from above the seven skies. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us. Barakallahu feekum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.